Hi guys, Ryan here. So today I'm going to be going over the entire Color Compendium number 3. So yeah, this is New World to Wano, and this is the newest one that's currently out. And the artwork is just fantastic. This is really cool because it has a connected front cover to back cover, as you can see. So that's pretty neat. And without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so when you open it up, some nice purple pages, and then you get this gigantic poster, and I'll have to show in a different scene because it's so large I can't even get it in view. But it's from Film Z, classic movie, and yeah, this is all the colored illustrations by Oda. Here is the Color Compendium table of contents. So yeah, everything's in order of when it came out. So we have 2 years later, sailing day has come again. Very cool. So we get Luffy after, so spoilers, after the Paramount War. Actually, I won't say much more. But yeah, so this is awesome. This is like the illustration that was in, you know, the very beginning of One Piece, but now we're getting the New World versions of these character designs and characters, which is really neat. So we're at the year of 2010. Of course, Luffy has some meat. He's always hungry. When he's not hungry, he's fighting, or adventuring, or sailing. So we have Luffy and Relay, the ship coder that helps him get to Fishman Island. And I think that's originally where Arlong is from, considering he's a fisherman. So we have Luffy with a bunch of bananas, Chopper in his New World design. So we have all the Straw Hats, and there is zebras, and the whole world is striped like a zebra. Very creative, very fun. We're moving on to the year of 2011 here. So the following year. And we have volume, I think it's 61. So this is fantastic because it's like the New World version of volume 1, but with all the current Straw Hats at this point in time. Of the year 2011, that is. All right, so next we have Fishman Island with sharks, princesses, and all kinds of fish, of course. Makes sense because it's a fish man island. Next up, we have a very pink summer kind of beach kind of theme here, and there's a bus, but it's a fish. Next up, we got is Luffy eating some meat. And then we have another volume cover here, which looks fantastic without the logo or any text in the way. And it says One Piece on the meat itself. That's pretty cool. And then we have a bunch of balloons and all the Straw Hats. Zoro's on a bike, and they're going around the city. And we have a few comments. And then, yeah, I remember seeing Luffy, this specific drawing of him on a Shonen Jump magazine. That was awesome when those were printed in English and in America, right, and around the world. But they stopped doing that. They're still doing it in Japan, but not everywhere else, as far as I know. We have a really cool Lego One Piece. It's so much fun. And I've made some Lego One Piece videos, actually. It's kind of a cool crossover. All right, and then we have the Thousand Sunny ship with all of the straw hats. And then we have another volume cover here. Next up, we have is a nighttime kind of theme with the moon and yeah, all these bugs that have lights around them. Very nice nighttime kind of illustration there. And we have punches all around with Luffy. Next up, we have a bunch of sharks and hammerheads and whatnot, and yeah, it looks pretty wild. The One Piece, the circle in the One Piece has a shark's mouth. So that's kind of dangerous. And then we have all the straw hats with them being on ice cream. That's very creative. We have another volume cover here, volume 64. And then we have One Piece Now. It cuts like a knife. We have a bunch of the straw hats here, and this is really cool. Looks like a movie poster to me. And then, yeah, we have a bunch of the pirates. And then we have some pencil illustrations. It's very cool seeing the very first designs for a lot of things like characters of the world, etc. Very cool. And yeah, we get a pencil sketch of Law right here. We have Luffy at the year of 2012 with him having a wrestling belt over his shoulder. We have Attack, One Piece, and they all have weapons. That's very cool. The boys hanging out. All right, so next we have everybody kind of lazing around, and there's little elephants that are yellow that are flying. That's different. And then we have Monkey D. Luffy and an actual monkey. And a bunch of wild animals. Next up we have is a few volume covers. I love how colorful these illustrations are. Next up we have is a Dead or Treat One Piece. And Chopper and Luffy are wearing pumpkin heads. And this is just a really fun Halloween illustration. I love Halloween, it's so much fun. And then we have kind of a London kind of theme with them in teacups. You can see Big Ben right there. They're enjoying some drinks and some food. And then we have more volume covers here. And yeah, continuing on here, let's see. We have them with trying to fix a giant clock. Chopper has part of the clock like he has giant glasses or something. And then we have this illustration here, which was made for the One Piece cookbook. Now, that's cool, but I think they should have made a cookbook for Food Wars. Anyways, we have all the straw hats and their kind of meals that they'd eaten. And then, yeah, we have more illustrations here of Luffy and the evil scientist. And then we have New Age One Piece. All right, so moving on here, we got the year of 2013. We have Luffy in Law. And that looks awesome. He has his sword and he's ready for a battle. All right, so we're going into the Doflamingo arc of Dressrosa. So that is really cool. We have some illustrations here, volume 69, volume 70. then we have a fierce gear form Luffy with a fiery fist, and I've drawn that illustration. It was a lot of fun. And then we have a giant dragon, and it's kind of a medieval kind of age illustration here. Moving on here, we got One Piece movie film Z, and they're wearing red, and they have their full pirate attire for that. And then we kind of have like kind of a map with the different characters, like a game board. And then film, I think that's Strong World. And then we have more illustrations here, which are fantastic, based on the movies. We have exhibition for One Piece here. We have a fun Valentine's kind of illustration there with the flowers. Makes me think of it anyways, because today when I'm recording this is Valentine's Day. So yeah, we have a wonderful illustration with Luffy and Chopper. And I've seen a video of Oda drawing online, and it's really fun watching him draw. Seeing One Piece come to life. So yeah, Frankie has a giant pineapple, and yeah. All right, this is one of my all-time favorite illustrations here of the Straw Hat Crew. So good. We have collaboration with maybe some musicians or famous people that Oda drew. We have, it kind of looks like the Thousand Sunny if the Thousand Sunny was a character. And we have a really cool character with wings. And we have a epic illustration there with Luffy saying, hey, this is the manga. All right, and then moving past that, we have Luffy and another character. Kind of like, looks like Shanks, but isn't quite Shanks. And that says, toward the end of the Grand Line, adventure continues. We have the year of 2013. And we have them when they are at their current age and then when they were kids. So that's fun. Seeing that. We have a giant swing in the sky. So much fun. Wonderful illustration. And it didn't end up being a volume cover, but it is good enough to be one, I think. And that's Luffy on top of the Thousand Sunny on his favorite part of the ship. He did that for the Going Merry, he does it for the Thousand Sunny, and on. And then we have another volume cover here with the Straw Hats and the kind of the gladiator match and them being in disguise and all that. All right, and then, yeah, we have a bunch of sharks and they're on a little boat. So that looks kind of dangerous. And then we have them all like small and on hangers right there. We have another volume cover here of the match between Lucy, aka Luffy, and the pirates trying to get, so spoilers, but trying to get Ace's devil fruit power. All right, so next we have here is them all on a robot that Chopper is kind of controlling. So yeah, we have kind of a New Year look. That's fun. We have a bar on Fishman Island, it looks like. And we have Doflamingo and Luffy. Man, Dressrosa is an amazing part of the story. And yeah, we have a nighttime kind of vibe here. And then, yeah, we have all the Straw Hats, the wonderful illustration. Yeah, looks like straight up like a movie poster to me, with the fiery dragon in the background there. We have the year 2014. A lot happens in One Piece, that's for sure. So, We have Law, Doflamingo, Luffy or Lucy, and all that, and all the terrible things that Doflamingo was doing around that kingdom of Dressrosa. We have a winter theme here. We have another illustration with Doflamingo and Luffy. That's epic. I would love to do that illustration myself. I have another volume cover here. And we have a army kind of a illustration here, which is very cool. Looks awesome. Them all in green. And then we have a collaboration here. We have a chibi version of Luffy. Then we have another volume cover. And yeah, just making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, okay. So we have a kind of water sports kind of color illustration. And then we have them with a bunch of bears and kind of like a river, some water. And then you have more of Luffy, and then a bunch of the characters in this arc of Dressrosa. And then we have One Piece just being me. And as Ace, we got Law, Zoro, Nami, we have Sanji, etc. Lots of characters on some stampeding horses. Then we have more of Luffy here eating some sugary donuts, it looks like, or some type of dessert, I'm guessing. And then we have Luffy and Chopper as vampires, as a vampire and a bat, that is. So yeah, and then we have the 17th anniversary for One Piece. I imagine this is for the manga, not the anime, because, you know, two of them, they have different release dates. But because, you know, the manga came first, then the anime came after. So yeah. This is awesome. I love this illustration. It's a very cool collaboration. It's a very unique looking character. Alright, and then we have a wonderful illustration here. And that looks awesome. I love the green guitar. Moving on here, we got the year 2015. Another volume cover. Luffy there again. We have them all on bicycles going down a road there. And then Pirate Festival. Eating pizza, looks very good. We have One Piece there. So we have the illustration of the front of the 4th manga box set for One Piece. I wonder what the 5th one will look like. And then we have one of my favorite illustrations ever in One Piece, and that is Sogo King, or Usopp, Luffy, and Zoro. So there's all the characters there. All right, and then let's see here. We have a zombie kind of monster illustration here. All right, and then we have another volume cover here. We have Luffy, Nami, and Chopper. We have Luffy going in Gear 4 form against Doflamingo, which was epic. And then we have a beach kind of fun tube octopus illustration. We have a wonderful illustration here with Luffy and a water gun. That's fun. But doesn't want to get too wet, otherwise he'll lose all his energy because he's a devil fruit user. Next up we have is another volume cover. We have One Piece Thou. Should us eat to live, not live to eat. And they're eating a bunch of candy, like lollipops. Then we have Ace, Luffy, and Sabo. Okay, so next up, we have Luffy and 3 monkeys. Monkey D. Luffy with 3 monkeys. And we have One Piece all around the world. And we have a Guinness World Record certificate I'll have to look it up to see what that's about. Then we have them all on a couch, a rainbow couch, hanging out. Then we have the year 2016. And then we have another volume cover. We're moving past the Doflamingo and Dressrosa arc. And yeah, we have a wonderful illustration of them here in winter. And we have Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Nico Robin, Frankie, Brooke, and then a Wano Luffy. And then we have Shanks, the admirals of the Navy. We have Ace, Whitebeard, Jinbei, and more characters. And then, yeah, we have a really cool Japanese Wano illustration of all the Straw Hats. That's really epic with him in the face paint and the sword. Moving on here, we got the year 2016. We have them on a roller coaster, a sea coaster, I would call it. We have them with some polar bears and penguins. And we have the emperors, Luffy and a bunch of the Straw Hats as frogs. That's fun. And then it says, why join the Navy if you can be a pirate? There you go. We have them drenched in water. Then we have Luffy all dressed up. All right, and then we have another volume cover here with Vivi in the background. I love Vivi, she's great. And then, yeah, we have a nighttime kind of a New Year illustration. Then we have them all running forward, doing different sports. And we have a very red and white illustration here. And another volume cover going into the Food Island arc. And then, yeah, we have them all in red. That looks epic. Moving along here, we got the year 2017. We have the back of the 4th One Piece manga box set. We have the 20th anniversary with them all in blue. More Luffy from the beginning, and Luffy how he appears now. And then we have a football. The Super Bowl just happened recently. So that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, we're in the whole cake arc in this part of the illustrations here. Alright, so we have them with a bunch of watermelon hanging out during the summertime. There's so many ways, just thank you for all the staff, it's great. There's so many ways that One Piece could go, like all these different islands and whatnot. It's so much fun. And then we have that looks like it's from the anime, but Oda drew this, but I did it in black and white and gray. We have them on roosters, very colorful, love that. We have another volume cover here.
Right now,
we have them. It looks like Chopper has a little tank, and they're, I'm not sure what's happening here, but it's very cool looking. And then we have some pencil sketches here of Luffy. And then we have a nighttime bunny Easter kind of illustration. We have a holiday Christmas illustration. Another volume cover here. Very colorful, very fun. And then, yeah, continuing on here, we got Blackbeard, another volume cover. And then this is an awesome illustration of them, you know, kind of in the air. There's water and rainbows and armadillos around. Then we have Doflamingo and a bunch of the characters from One Piece with a dragon. All right, it says One Piece World Seeker. That is a video game that came to PlayStation. We have Tokyo One Piece Tower, which used to be a place you could visit. And then we have One Piece Ace's Story, which is a novel, multiple part novel that you can read. We have the year 2018. And then we have them all running towards the viewer. Very cool, very colorful, very fun. And then, yeah, we have Zoro and Luffy, some of my favorite characters in all of One Piece. And then we got Laboon and a bunch of characters, even more characters. All right, and then we have Luffy as a fox, it looks like. And then we have another volume cover here. We have Luffy yelling to the world. Looks really happy, actually. And then we have another volume cover, I believe. If it's not, it looks like one, but it's pretty cool. And then it says Sweets Busters. So it's like a bunch of sugary candy and whatnot. All right, and then moving along here, we have Vivi, Karu, Vivi's father, Cobra, and then we have Luffy with the X on his arm, which brings me straight back to Baroque Works at the very end of that. That's awesome. All right. And then we have another wonderful illustration with Luffy in the middle. We have a stylish summer One Piece illustration. We have them doing all different kinds of sports. We have a wonderful pencil sketch of Luffy there. That's epic. Luffy eating a hamburger. I love hamburgers, so that's pretty cool to see that. And then, but it's not like super surprising because, you know, Luffy loves his food. So yeah, we have them here, and there's like a cat, and they're running. Looks like they just went to get fast food. I get it, it's fast food because it's like literally in their face. All right, maybe that's what it was saying, I'm not sure. But yeah, and then we have Luffy hanging out, laying down. We have the jump flag, shonen jump flag with Luffy and Chopper, waving it around. Then we have the side story with Ace. Some illustrations from that. And then continuing on here, we have a fun donut eating illustration. And then that's epic, I love that. It's pointing to the next island, the next adventure that he's gonna go on. All right, and then we have a volume cover here. We have Luffy Zoro with swords, that's epic. We have the One Piece film Gold on that casino island. Very cool. Makes you think of Las Vegas. We have Joker card, kind of them with a bunch of like golden treasure. We have the villain from film Gold. We have Zoro like completely golden. And then Nami's yelling at a new character here. We have them all as chips. The Straw Hat Crew, that is. We have another wonderful illustration from the movie, film Gold. We have some pencil sketches and whatnot. We have another collaboration. Another volume cover here. And then we have a wonderful, very colorful illustration with dragons and Zoro and the Straw Hats. And then we have chibi forms, or smaller forms of the characters there. We have Tokyo Girls Collection One Piece. That's nice. Very colorful, very pink and purple. And then next up we have is like kind of a rainbow and all the Straw Hats, and I love that. It's fantastic. And yeah, we have officially made it through the majority of this. In fact, all of it now. And that was fun. There's some illustrations here. So we have a dinosaur giving Luffy a haircut. That's creative, I'll say. And then on this side here, these are themed, like they're all different animal names, I think. This is Tiger. Wonderful illustration there. And then there's a huge illustration for this. And that's epic. I love this. So that was epic, went through the whole thing. Here's what the back of it looks like with the purple wolf. The giant purple wolf, that is. And this will retail for $40 USA. And yeah, if you're a big One Piece fan, pick it up. It's great. Seeing all illustrations is definitely a treat. I love it. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you love One Piece and want to see more. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace out.